With the Master Mode update rolled out, some new items have been making their rounds on Hypixel Skyblock, and not only are they powerful, but quite expensive as well. On top of this, a major dupe glitch was discovered, but seems to have been resolved relatively quickly. My name is Derailious, and welcome back to Skyblock News. But before we get into any of that, I really just want to say thank you. We have hit 30k on this channel, and honestly the growth recently has been insane. I couldn't have done it without any of you guys, and I really want to take the time to say thanks, each and every one of you. It means the world to me that I get to do this as my job, and to have you guys supporting me, it really is just amazing. So thank you guys so much, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off with the most important information of the day, a dupe glitch was uncovered last night related to the ender chest and storage, and therefore the admins had to shut down the storage for a few hours. Honestly, I expected this to take a lot longer than it did for it to be reopened, but the storage went up after just 3 hours of being down, a lot better than the backpack system in which it took multiple weeks for anything to be resolved. This honestly makes me think that the new storage system is really useful for the admins specifically to resolve dupe glitches in a timely manner and not have to deal with the consequences of having them down for multiple days or weeks. Overall, I think the system is pretty good, and I'm glad to see that it's already back. Some people have been saying to take your important items out of the storage, and honestly, I think that if you have that fear, that is a valid thing to do. So if you don't necessarily feel comfortable with your rare items inside your storages, make sure to put them in a chest on your island. That is the safest place they will ever be, and you will never be able to lose those items if they are in just a normal chest. Next up, I'm going to be going over two of the new Master Mode items added to the game, Master Skulls and Master Stars. These items work on a tiered system, and basically how it works is that the higher tier of a dungeon that you do, the higher tier item you can receive. So if you do a floor 5 or floor 6 of Master Mode, you are more likely to get a higher tiered item. This system makes a lot of sense, but currently these items are incredibly expensive, with some of the highest tier Master Skulls selling for over 300 million coins. Although I do believe that price to drop within the next few days, it is a high price point for the time being. Starting off with the dungeon skulls specifically, they act as a dungeon accessory, basically meaning that when you reforge them, they will scale according to your dungeon level. This is excellent for players who actually want to use them inside dungeons, as it makes them an incredibly powerful option, even at common rarity. On top of this, they have the base perk that allows you to gain health and strength while in Master Mode dungeons, and this perk gets progressively stronger per tier. Basically, at tier 1 it's 1, tier 2 it's 2, 3 it's 3, 4 it's 4, 5 it's 6, and at tier 6 it is 8. At tier 7 we can only imagine it will be 10, and it seems like a pretty powerful buff overall, especially for berserkers. On top of this, you are able to craft a higher tier skull by gathering up 4 of the lower tier skulls and putting it in your crafting bench. I don't necessarily recommend this, as you can see the price for a tier 3 is only about 6 million coins, and per tier 2 one, it's about 4.2 million. Basically meaning that you will be losing about 10 million coins in value if you were to gather up all 4 skulls and craft a tier 3 like this. Moving on to Master Stars, the one thing you need to know about this system is that each star is unique to that specific level of stars on the item. What I mean by that is, the first Master Star item is the only one that can imbue a 5-star dungeon item with its first Master Star. You cannot use, for instance, a second Master Star item on the first star for an item. You can only use it for its second. This is a relatively weird way to do this system, but it does make a lot of sense. You are required to get all 5 of these different items, which drop on higher and higher floors of Master Mode dungeons. This system does make a bit of sense if you think about it that way, but the items are incredibly expensive at the minute, basically meaning that if you wanted to fully Master Mode star one weapon, you would need a lot of money. I'm talking over 300 million coins as is. This system is entirely too expensive at the minute, and hopefully the price goes down over time. At the end of the day though, that's up to the market. Overall, despite the high price tag, I do believe that these new items will serve as the endgame money sink for players who have accomplished pretty much everything in the dungeons, and I feel like that's an excellent way to do this system, as many of these endgame players just have money to burn at this point. Overall though, my name is Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, please make sure you like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out everybody.